Check me out. 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 Check me out.
Check me out, yeah, I'm back on the block in an old school, something looking new when I stop. $10,000 rims, another 5 for the lows. Got the European front with the suicide doors. Stains in the street, cause my paint so wet. Hit a switch and the bitch get to bouncing like a check. G-Lew on the set, nigga check me out. Gotta pay me for my time, but this rhymes on the house. 5 for the show, 17 for the blow. But the bullets come for free if you're working with the folks. Triple gold spokes, cause I'm so West Coast. Keep a blue.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hey, check it out, everyone. Tonight it is the G-Lew Show After Hours Live, and we have a very special guest tonight. You know, on Fridays we interview people, but usually on Fridays you don't get these type of interviews. So check this out. We got a very special guest joining us tonight. You may know her, some of you may not, but most of you do. You know what I mean? She usually plays the background, but she's here on Saturdays. But tonight she's here on Friday to end off the year with the last flashback. Not flashback, but Friday night interview show of the year. I got so much going on, I get confused. But what up, everyone? It's December 30th. We got one more day. Of 2022, and it's over with after that, homie. So it's the last Friday right here. So I thought it was only right that we bring, you know what I mean, the producer, the heart of the show on. Because if you don't know, Dede, you know, who is our guest tonight, Westside Judah, what up? The homie Gilbert, what up? Monica, my sis, what up? If you don't know, she writes books, people, if you did not know that. Hold on one second. I said, yes, she writes books. Good evening, everyone. So tonight we have a very special guest. Without any further ado, she is the one and only Dede Hairston.
Hey now.
What up, Dede? What's popping? What's good in the hood?
Nothing much. What's up, everyone? I see you, Westside Judah. So, yeah, happy to be here. Yeah, I didn't really think it's our last show of the year. And yes, I'm always in the background. I did get dressed today. No t-shirt. So, and I got my little necklace on from Monica. I love her so much. So
shout out to my sis, Monica. What up,
yes.
Monica?
Hey, Nate.
Shout out to Nate Love. What up,
Joker.
Nate?
Hey, Elia. Hey,
Queen
Gilbert. Yeah,
Elia
the Queen
Delgado.
of Elia. Hey, Thumper.
Everyone checking in tonight. We appreciate the love and support. What up, everyone?
Big D? Yes.
Big D keeping it real.
Yeah, I love to be in the background. I always say I don't promote myself well. I am an author. One day someone in the comments said, Dede, you write books? Yes, I have lots of books. If you saw the promo, I have lots of books. I've been writing for quite some time now. Hey, Gilbert, I took a minute off. I had some things going on in my life, and I had to just take a break. And I had Black Widow sitting on the shelf for a minute. I wrote Black Widow before my mom passed away, and it just kind of sat there. And I had part 1 done and most of part 2 done. Mm-hmm. And I did drop part 1, and then I just recently dropped part 2 because people kept emailing me and I kept getting little comments on my old Facebook, when are we getting part 2? So I diligently through everything.
So what is Black Widow, before we start, like Black Widow 1, 2, what is Black Widow about? It's such a popular book that you made multiple.
This is Black Widow 1. And it's and I always tell the story that I was at my son's house with my grandkids. They went somewhere and I'm watching my grandkids, and I didn't have anything to watch. So I was on my laptop and I'm listening.
What up?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
And I do the same thing when I see people pop up. I'm just listening to old school R&B, and Uncle Sam, and a lot of people like Uncle Sam, he came on, and every time we went to karaoke with my son and my nephew, Uncle Sam used to come on, and it's a song called "I Don't Ever Want to See You Again." And the best friend, he said I woke up one day and got a letter, and his best friend took his wife. And I was laying there saying, oh my goodness, this would be such a great book. So what did I do? I took that song and I wrote a whole book about it. And in this book, it is so, because one thing, with men.
Hold on, let me get my pro. Hold up. Go ahead.
Oh, even though that he ends up, I really put a big spin on this book because I took the song and I really kind of flipped it because, you got your copy? Yeah, that's Black Widow 2 and Black Widow 1. And even though that the best friend did sleep with the wife, he doesn't leave with the wife like it did in that song. He stuck with his best friend. And when she leaves the husband for the best friend, he tells her, go home. Oh, no, go home. And he does everything he can to work it out with his best friend. Like, he's, all my books are about LA. So even though they're both from, they both go to Crenshaw High. He's from Baldwin Hills. The other one, LA, you can go to, you could go to Baldwin Hills. I mean, you could live in Baldwin Hills and go to Crenshaw High, but you guys live in two different neighborhoods.
Right.
So one is from Baldwin Hills. His dad is an investment banker. His mom is an actress, but they didn't send him to private school. So that's how Malik meets Levi, and they end up being really good friends. He goes off to UCLA on a basketball scholarship. He gets hurt, and they end up opening a hookah lounge together because he always told Levi,
the
don't
good old
go
hookah
to jail.
lounge.
The hookah lounge.
Okay, so that's where the hookah lounge comes
That's
from.
where the hookah lounge comes from. Yes.
Okay.
Me and my
I'm learning.
Me and my sons used to go to the hookah lounge, and when me and Queen were trying to think of we wanted something that was laid back and casual that you didn't feel like you were being interviewed when you came on the show.
Right. What up, Pam?
And, that's what Queen was like, we want something laid back, and I was like, well, me and my sons used to go to the hookah lounge. I wrote a whole book about a hookah lounge, and that's how we came up with the hookah lounge, so that when our guests would come on, they would feel comfortable. I got my hookah sitting right back there. So Queen used to have hers in the background. She would never, Queen would never smoke it.
Yeah, she ain't never smoked it.
No.
Never smoked it one time.
Yeah, she always
had it. She was scared of the hookah. She was scared of the hookah.
She was. But she always kept it really close by so that you could see it. So that's why, they opened their hookah lounge together. They were best friends since high school. And they met because Malik was a football player. He was tough. And the 60s were trying to jump him. And he was like, I'll fight all of you guys. And Levi Kane was like, hey, leave him alone, because he was from 60s. And that's how they became best friends.
Right.
So instead of running, like in the song, instead of running off with the wife, he was like, oh no, go home. And this drives Liana crazy. Like, I gave up my husband for you, and you told me to go home. And he, it's bros before, So
bros before hoes, you could say
it. Bros before hoes. So
no disrespect, but
no disrespect. But when you read about her, she feels like she's wronged. And she goes, that's why it's Black Widow. She goes, Black Widow, they mate and then they kill their mate.
Right.
So she goes off and she seeks vengeance. Like the things that she does to Levi, the things that she does to Malik.
Hold up. Where does this come from though to make you want to write a book where you kill
I kill everybody and everybody.
I know dies. This, but I'm trying to get to where this thought came. Like, what made you, even though it's fiction, but what made you want to kill? You had the thoughts, obviously. So what made you want to go kill your exes or whoever?
My mom and my niece used to say the same thing. Like, where are these? And my son DJ, my fourth son, I used to run before I sat down to. Thank you, Aquatic. My son I used to run the storylines through him, and he would always, he would help me because I couldn't think at one point. So he would help me get through the storylines as I was talking to him, and we would, when I get to Ramsay's Rising, we really work together on getting my plots together. And oh yeah, I'm giving out some books. Wait till you see some of the other ones, Nayla. When I get through this one, I don't know. I played a lot by myself. My brothers and sisters are older than me, so I just always had this like crazy imagination. And my sister used to tell me when I was younger that I was always so morbid to be so young. So I don't know that as I sit, I've outlined every book, but as I get to writing, my characters just get a mind of their own. They just kind of start doing their own thing, because I didn't know Liana was going to be this crazy as I started writing the book. I just thought that like she'd be vengeful. But as I started going through the story, she has this plan B. And then she goes for Malik's dad. And then Malik's dad turns her away. So the more people that keep rejecting her, the angrier she gets. Like, it's not her fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's not that she's doing dirty deeds. It's everybody is doing dirty deeds to her. Right, so in the book, Malik's father gets shot, and the cops are coming for Malik because they figure Malik is the one who shot his father. So you go through the whole scenario as Malik is, at the end of book 1, Malik's dad is in the hospital. He gets shot. The detectives are on him like, we think it was you. So and Levi is a street dude. He's like, stop talking, don't say anything. And he's like the person that's constantly telling him, don't say nothing. And Malik is naive, like, why not? Talk to the police. But Liana she's vengeful. And at the end of book 1, somebody pops up in her life and helps her, because once the police are starting to realize maybe she's not so innocent, she escapes. And one of the reviews is like, how does Liana constantly gets away? Every time they think they have her, she gets away. And that's how book 1 ends. And someone's like, oh my goodness, in one of my reviews, like, what more havoc can she cause? Book 2.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask this. Or you asked, I kind of answered it because I asked you somewhat, but I guess I'm going to just ask for her because who is that? Elliot asked a question, what inspires her writing? You kind of answered that, but I guess
every book that I write starts with an emotion, because I can't really write if there's no emotion. So every single book that I start off writing, I have to feed off of an emotion. And when I started this one, it was the to be left for and my son used to sing this song all the time at karaoke, every time we did karaoke. But everyone has, well, I don't know about everyone. When I was got divorced, my first husband ended up dating one of my really good friends. So you have to build on that emotion. So when I heard this song, I was like, I can feel this emotion. I can write through this emotion. When I wrote
that's why you want to kill people. You've been through some experiences. I
wanted
to find out, like, you was holding back and you was like sugarcoating shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the nitty gritty.
I do a lot of killing. My mom was
She
like,
been
why
through
you
some shit, so that's why she
everybody?
want to kill. That's why she want to kill people. Okay, just keeping it real tonight.
Every book comes to like an emotion. You got to start with an emotion. When I wrote Ramsay's Rising, it came from, everyone thinks my books are about people, but they're not. They always start with an emotion. I went through losing somebody. Like my boys and their cousins are really close. So I went through how do you get your family back together if you're really close and you lose somebody? And then when I wrote Instagram Queens, it was about how do you deal with your faith in the real world.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
You got a shot? We taking a shot right quick.
I put some
because Miss Odie said, is everyone ready? What up, Miss Odie? We're going to take a shot to kick the night off.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Elliot, these cups. Yeah. Thank you, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot
Salute
be doing
everyone.
those cups. I was like, why don't you use them cups? So here's mine, and I did put some vodka and some lemonade, so I'm going to drink a little tonight. I'll be trying to say
saludos, everyone.
Saludos.
Ooh. Okay.
Woo.
All right.
Instagram Queens was trying to do what? Instagram Queens was dealing with your faith in the real world, and this one I kind of, even though it's not about my son Eric, when I wrote this, I was like, how is, I was on that emotion on how, Eric's faith and how walking through life and being righteous and then still being in the real world. It's called Instagram Queens.
Right.
This is the one book that went #1, which
that went platinum in the streets. It went hood. It went platinum in the streets.
Yeah, this is my national best-selling book that it's not up on Amazon anymore because I'm not with this publisher. And this is such a hood book, which is why I don't talk about it too much. And it's really about a drug dealer and a really good girl, and how he stalked her and she fell in love with him. So that's why I don't really talk about it too much, but this went #1. And then when I wrote, this is my very, very first book, and it's not up anymore because I'm not with this publisher. My very first book and my first nomination of the first time I got nominated for a writing award. This one I wrote, this is when I was trying to get my life back together. I wrote this one and I wrote it off the emotion of losing your dad. I had lost my dad when I was 23, 24, and I wrote it off of that emotion. Yeah, so she had lost her dad, but what makes it different, because my niece read this and she's like, Auntie, how did you come up with this book? When you find out your dad isn't who you thought he was. And my dad was my everything, so it's not about my dad, but I wrote it off that emotion. The first 5 or 6 pages, you feel the pain that she went through losing her dad. So Elliot, every book that I write starts with an emotion, and then I build my characters. So yeah, that's how I write, off of emotion. Because if you're not feeling what you're writing, your book is not going to be good. Yeah. Thank you, Elliot.
And she said this is the first time she's seen me. I always use the shot glass. That's all I drink shots out of, Elliot. So yeah, but
yeah, Elliot gives the dopest glasses.
Yeah. Anyone out there? Well, I don't know if she wants to promote her shit, but Elliot got the hookups. She'll hook you up. Oh
yeah. I got so many shot glasses. If I bring home another shot glass, my husband's gonna put me in AAA meetings. So yeah, I had no father, Dede. I understand. Yeah, and it's hard to lose your dad at a really young age when he was really good to you. So and there's such a difference because my brother and sister didn't have a dad, and there's a big difference in when my brother and sister learned that my dad wasn't their dad, it was a big shock to them. So it's a big difference to like have your dad around and then know people that aren't raised with their dad. So it's a big difference in how you're raised. So yeah, with and all these books are published under my publishing company because I said I won't do, like I said, these 2 books, the last 2 books I shared, there's I did get this one back. I had to buy my books back. So I haven't bought Love Child back yet because that was that got back. I have to buy,
so the book industry gets shady like the record industry, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
And the reason Love Child isn't back up is because I haven't bought it back yet.
Damn.
But I had to buy my books back. Even though you wrote it, it's all your ideas. They still own your book. So every book that she published, I had to buy them back.
Publishing.
It's publishing, yes. Yeah. So that's why when people want to sign with, I always say, read that contract. Because I thought I read my contract and I had said to her when she said she owns my books for 7 years. And I said, well, I need that taken out the contract. And she lied. I didn't get it in writing. We were on the phone. And she said, I don't literally own it. It's just to protect you. Oh no, she owns my books for 7 years. So by the time I get Love Child, unless I can buy it back from her. When I wrote Love Child, they were building the Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas because I mentioned that because the main character, he's in the book, he's part of that deal of building the Raiders Stadium. So you know how out of touch this book will be? So yeah, so and that I think is the best book I've ever written. It got nominated not for like a urban fiction, it got nominated for best fiction. Which means white people were reading the book. So that's
So
how good.
which one is? Do we have a video for that one?
I didn't do Love Child because
Okay,
it's
I
not
just
on.
making sure.
I did give you a video for book one of the first video I sent you is Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's the piece of me I used your music.
Right.
Yeah, that was the last one I think I sent you. Because I use your music on so much stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying
I'm
to see because I don't
truly a
have these
fan.
videos named. So that's
Oh,
all.
the very first video I sent you is Black Widow.
Thank you, Aquatic.
But there was no address, so I paid it no mind. In fact, I wanted to send it back, but something that I was feeling said open it. It said, dear Rita, once close friend of mine, I hope that this letter finds you in time, 'cause your love is ending and my life's just beginning with a woman that I know you hold dear to you, and it made me wanna say I don't ever wanna see you again. I don't, but I stuck by you till the end, and my conscience is clear, and I can move on from again, but I wish I could say the same for you and to me. I wanted to lay down and die, 'cause my pride wouldn't let me cry. Somehow I knew I had to get over it. He said he couldn't understand until he felt your touch. Now he could see why I loved you so much, and that's so unfair. I never thought I'd have to share your love that I thought was given to only me, and that's why I don't ever wanna see you again. I don't wanna see, but I stuck by you till the end. Oh, I got a chance to leave, but I wish I could say the same for you, baby. Oh, I don't ever wanna see you again. Hey, tell me, why did it have to be my best friend? It could have picked anybody. You were messing around with. I didn't wanna notice it. I was true to my.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
we
people
are
hear
back.
their song, they say, "Oh,
Black
that
Widow.
song." Yeah. Thank
Promotion.
you. I think it was Gilbert. I try to be as open and as honest as I can. I my life is not totally an open book. There's like my kids' personal lives I won't tell. The husband's personal life I won't tell. When it comes to me, I do my best to be an open book. Um, if you come on Saturdays, I'd be like, did I really just tell you guys that? But in my books, they're fiction. There's nothing about me is in any of my books. They're complete fiction. My mother, she always thought when she read the books that she was gonna find like I had put something about my personal life. I don't. They're all fiction. I come up with these things just as I go along. So yeah, and real quick with the last one, you really find how insane Liana becomes when she sees that she's losing everything, and she's a habitual liar. Like every time the police talk to her, she blames everybody. She pulls yet another man into her spider web, and the way that he goes out because the way that she pulls him in and he's trying to defend her, and his life gets ruined. She, at the end of this book, one man is left standing. You have Malik, you have Levi, you have Caden, Malik's father. She goes after the mother. The new characters get introduced in book 2 because you have the nurse, her best friend. They get introduced in book 1, but they become main characters in book 2. You get Candy, Riley, who's the manager at the hookah lounge. the other nurse, I can't think of her name right now because her part isn't super duper big. Q, Q's in my books from if you read my books, anyone that reads my books, you'll see a lot of characters come from Love Child. They're in Ramsay's Ride. Now Q has been in almost every book because he's like LA's fixer. If you need something fixed or cleaned up, Q is the guy that you call. Also, another character from Love Child. He, if you read my books, you can tell that these men, LA is big but small. And that's what Candy is saying, like, to live. How do you don't know anyone and you grew up in LA? Because I can sit and talk to someone and I was like, I didn't know you knew such and such. And I grew up half my childhood in New York. And I met someone and we have mutual friends. So that's how I was telling Boo, like, how we never met. We know a lot of the same people. So it's at the end, and it's really, really, when I was telling my son how I was ending the book, because I for a minute, the last 2 chapters I sat on because I didn't know how to end it, and I was laying here one night, I couldn't sleep. I'm the 2 o'clock in the morning calling Lala. It hit me. And you have got, if you buy my book just to read the last 2 chapters, the way Liana ends her torment, it's the coldest. I have killed a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And it's the coldest. I don't know how I came up with it. It's the coldest way to take someone out ever. But the last chapter, one man is left standing in this book. So, and you know what's crazy? Gee, I meant to hit you up. I always hit you up when I get crazy emails. I get an email. I think I put in my comments today, the lady that read my book, her best friend gave her Black Widow, and then she bought Black Widow 2. And she loved the way I introduced my characters, how unique it is. Because I don't introduce my characters like Sam walked in the room. He's 6 feet tall, caramel skin, curly hair, golden eyes. I don't introduce my characters that way. You gradually get to know what my characters look like. Then she said, have you entered this contest for writers for 2023? I said, I don't know anything about that contest. And she said, I'm an editor. I'm one of the judges. I want you to enter the contest. She said, go check out the contest, but don't enter it through the site. She said, I want to send you a personal invitation to the contest. So, like, I want to send you a referral through me because I want to judge your book. Because I have left the scene for so long, I was super uber shocked. And then she said, I'm reading Instagram Queens right now. And I've always said I'm jailhouse famous because I send a lot of I send free books to prisoners. So I'm jailhouse famous. My little brother called me and said he had just transferred to a new prison. And somebody was walking around with Ramsay's Rising 2, but he didn't have 1. And he said, that's my sister's book. And he was like, that ain't your sister's book. He's like, no, that's my sister's book. And he was like, fool, watch. So he called me. He said, can you send me all your books so I can prove to him that you are my sister? So he's in a whole new prison and they're reading my books. I have put on, back when I was promoting my books in Mississippi, somebody was reading my book and the author that I signed said, where you get that book from? The dude had just transferred into Mississippi and he's like, oh, somebody passed this book to me on the bus. And, those are the things that make you feel really good, because like I said, I give free books to inmates. So just to know that if I just stay jailhouse famous and I never hit number 1 again, that would it'd be so awesome to me, because these are men, these are men reading my books.
Right.
So I don't write girly books. Even though women enjoy my books because you always have a love story in there because in Ramsay's Rise, there is a love story that goes on. It's not all, I don't just kill people. There are really good love stories in there. And that's
what up, Teresa?
Hey, Teresa. So if you know anyone that's in jail, because they have a lot of time. They don't get out that often, especially since COVID hit. My brother's been on lockdown for the last 3 weeks. He hasn't called me. So they have a lot of time on their hands. Just email me, DM me. My email is what you see, DedeHairston100@gmail.com. You can DM me, Dede_Hairston, and I send books. No charge to anybody. I don't charge you for shipping. Just let me know who they are, their CDC number, or they won't get the book. So, and I just signed a new writer, and I also help people that don't get screwed, so that you don't get screwed over the way I did with publishers. So I publish. That's my publishing company, Lovely Unlimited. So I also help people. I edit. I do. These book covers are all mine. I did the book covers. I did these book covers. These 2 book covers. I do book covers as well.
Yeah, they said drop the link, because I don't, I can't do all that. I don't know. That's usually what Dede does when she's behind the scenes. But they said drop the link, Dede.
Which link you want? My email? Or
I guess where they can go tap in and get the book. Your Amazon or whatever,
I do not
like
promote
where they could.
myself well. I'm a promoter who does
you gotta
that.
have a link so they can tap in and it'll go to your book catalog, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to get to my like I
your
have
Amazon,
a whole page.
whatever your Amazon is dash whatever.
Yeah, I have a whole Amazon link that has all my books, but I am gonna drop the link to Black Widow. If you go to the Black Widow page, you'll see my Author Central. You can click on that and it'll show you my whole catalog.
So I ain't figured it out.
I haven't figured it out. Eric's in Texas. When he comes back from Texas, he can show me how to do it. He should be back next week. He got caught.
I don't think Eric coming back. Eric might be want to stay with his daddy. I don't think he coming.
Why would
back.
you say that to me?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He ain't. I don't know.
He better not want to stay with his
It'll
daddy.
Be okay.
G-Lew,
He'll come back soon. He'll come back soon. He'll come back soon.
The storm kept him out there.
He probably just enjoying his time. You know what I mean? He'll be back soon. Don't worry.
His daddy took him to the shooting range. His daddy took him
having fun with his daddy.
Riding.
He probably having fun. With man. He's experiencing time with his pops.
But
so
he did need to spend time.
You can't be mad at that. He'll come back soon. He'll be back.
I'm not a man, so of course he's having more fun with his dad than he does with me. So, but he needed that. I think men need to be with
for sure.
Men. So yeah, he's been out there a month. If he talk about I found a job, I'm be crying. Hey. He's never gonna come.
You gotta let him do him. You gotta let him grow and be a man. You know what I mean? And like I said, he'll come back when it's time to come back. Exactly.
Yeah. And G, I keep him everywhere with me. Where I go, he goes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He need to be away from your ass. Let him be with his daddy. Shit.
But at least he's not girly. He is a tough little dude. Yeah. But yeah, everywhere I go, he goes. If I don't take him to get my nails done though.
Hey, too much information. Let's carry on. What's the next book?
No, we got Ramsay's Rising.
Rising. Let's go.
I love this book. It's about 3 brothers and their cousin. And the craziest part is their cousin. She is the shot caller. She's the one who went to college. She does the money. She's the shot caller. Slim thinks he's the shot caller because you got one that plays for the Rams.
Right.
Mel plays for the Rams. Slim runs the restaurant.
I got that book over there too. Ramsay's Rising.
Yeah, and Twin, he's the wild child. And I wrote this book. Their parents get killed. Their parents came from nothing. The father had a food truck, took the food truck to a restaurant, and he got his kids out the hood. And a tragic accident happens. And the mom and dad get killed. And then, how do you forget her name? This is a darn shame. Because this book has been out for so long. Her mom gets paralyzed. So Slim drops out of college. Mel gets drafted to the Rams, and Twin doesn't take his scholarship. They call him Twin because he looks so much like his brother. Well, he's reckless. He runs wild.
Child.
The wild child. So they start flipping houses to give Twin something to do, to keep him out of trouble. So they're flipping houses all over LA. And she ends up falling for Slim keeps calling him a white boy. He's like, I'm not white. I'm black and Puerto Rican. And so he keeps calling him the white boy. And they go at it constantly. And in the midst, this is the book my mom called me crying. She was in the hospital for a minute, and she called me crying like, bring him back to life. No, Mom, this is not a novella. They don't just come. They don't just come back to life. When he's gone, he's gone. So when they lose one of the brothers, and this is how me and my son were going through it. Like, what would you do if one of your family members accidentally kills somebody in your family? How do you get over that hump?
Right.
And it's a crazy book because their daddy got him out the hood, and because of something, a misunderstanding pulls them right back into the hood. And Slim was hood. He's, before their daddy got him out the hood, he was hood. Right. And they always called him, like ghost. Like everything he did, no one ever, they would say it was him, but they never saw that it was him. So as he gets pulled back into the hood, he gets pulled back into the hood to save his little brother, to avenge his little brother. And this book takes you so deep into family, and just as Slim is starting to find love, his whole life is going crazy. And when you get to book 2, and it's crazy because there's a video that introduces the characters. I can't remember which one I send you, but Mel has a son by his high school girlfriend, and she's got the blue hair. And I love this book because it's funny. There's a lot of back and forth, and the Toya. I got one of the comments was like, they love Toya because she reminded her of Toya from when the Love and Hip Hop, because she pops off, she's always, and what if I don't, and do this, and I'm not working at the restaurant. I didn't marry a football. They're not married. I'm not with a football player to be working at a restaurant. Well, she goes so far that Mel gets so mad at her, he sends her right on back to Watts. But she ends up she's so dirty, and she does a lot of dirty stuff that she finds her demise also. Yeah, I kill everybody. But this is a really, really good. I have a tendency to just take people out. But I don't just, my killings are not, I shot you. Every time someone dies, I really work at making it a unique death that you like, dang, what? Like that? Yeah, I really work hard at making these books very interesting.
Right. How many books? I mean, let me, not to cut you off. How many books in total do you think you have in your whole catalog?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 up on Instagram, and then 10, 11, 12, 13 that I've written.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing right there.
So, and this one, it really teaches you what love is about, what forgiveness is about, dealing with the hood. And this one is so, you got other characters in here. You got one of them that's trying to get to the NBA.
Ratchet. You like that Ratchet love? You got people talking about it's Ratchet, but I watch it too.
Really
I watch it too, but that shit is ratchet as hell. But I watch it too. I'm a victim. But that is Ratchet City.
Oh, it gets even though it's, I have a lot of different stories in here, it gets you get your love stories, you get your a little piece. My mom said this was a lot different than books that I've written before, because it really gets into the heart of, I don't write urban fiction. I don't write too many, like this is the drug dealer book. I don't write too many of these. But it really gives you a sense of LA. This book, I got a email that said, when I was reading this book, he was in jail in Mississippi. He said, I was reading this book and I felt like I was walking in the streets of LA again. You're going to get LA in this book. You're going to feel like, I'm not one of those people that write a book and says it's LA and you're not going to feel like you're in LA. I mean, it gives you streets and Some of these places are gone now because of gentrification, but you're gonna feel like you're. When I wrote it, they were there. You're gonna feel like you're in LA. You know, sometimes you can see like he's driving down such and such street.
He said, "What's
like,
the name of that? That's Ramsay. What's the name of that book?"
Ramsay's Rising, and this is a family forgiveness.
And hold up, people! I think she's gonna give away a book tonight too, right? You're giving out gifts, right? We gotta put that out so the people can stick around.
I'm giving out
let
books
them know.
Today. And actually, we can give out one right now.
All right, let's go.
I just told you how many books that I have. I just said it. So the first person that can tell you how many books I have, you can take your pick. The new Black Widow, Ramsay's Rising, Instagram Queens, a piece of me. Actually, I was gonna talk about Instagram
JoJo, you
Queens
got me
next.
right there. I was about to say, damn, JoJo, I didn't know you was locked up, homie. He said, no, I'm done. He was about to send you a CDC number, but he said, nah, he's just kidding.
You know. I said, send me your CDC number.
Nah, homie JoJo, he's home now. He's home. Okay.
Glad you're home, JoJo. Get some.
Pam got it. Pam got it.
Pamela, I sent you a book, so tell me which one you want, and I will send you whichever one you want. You got the brand new set of Black Widow. I think I sent you Ramsay's Rising.
Elliot
Pamela,
says
last
16.
time.
No, Elliot. Teresa, you got it, but you're late.
Yeah, Teresa, stay tuned because I'm about to give out another set. So let me know what you want, Pamela, and I got you.
And we gotta get one to Nay too.
Oh yeah, Nay, I got you just on GP. Okay. So our Sundays together, Nay. But yeah, this one is a great book. It's really it's sad. Do you know I was writing this book and I knew who was gonna die when I started the book, and as I'm writing him dying, my silly ass was crying. So you will cry. It's so sad, but it is a good book. And all my books don't have happy endings. You know, like some people write their books and at the end, everybody has a happy ending. Everyone doesn't get a happy ending because in life, everybody doesn't get a happy ending.
Right.
I write realistic books. So some people do, some people don't. That's just the way love goes. So that's Ramsay's Rising. Yeah. Play the video that you were. This video.
Okay, which one is that?
That was the last one I sent you.
Let me see.
Dude,
did I play it already?
You almost played it and then you stopped yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the return.
That's the one.
That's the one? Okay, here we go.
Yeah. It's the return of the G, yeah, that's the 7th letter. I'm that gasoline and fire when you mix them both together. Explosive, yeah, I got ferocious flow. Came back to show these niggas how I'm supposed to go. Came up as a problem child, pops didn't want me. Mama couldn't raise me, the streets had to mold me. Everybody told me I need to move slowly. I ain't wanna listen to nobody but my homie. Nigga only 14, looking for a role model. Only thing I found was his dope in his coke bottle. Now I'm on the streets and the dope boys who I follow dropped out of school, cause I'd rather be a street scholar. Now I'm on the street corner trying to flip a quick dollar. Little did I know it was about to get harder. Heavenly Father, please show me love. Been on the bottom all my life, now it's time to come up. Roll some up so I could ease my brain. You in my zone now, homie, come on, feel my pain.
Oh, I was jamming to G-Lew's music. Oh, Pamela won a book. So Pamela, you know my information.
You won, Pam.
So let me know what book you want. And I think last time you won Ramsay's Rising. So if you want the new book, Black Widow, let me know and I'll get that out to you. That's a piece of me. This is this book. This book is so special to me. When I couldn't finish Black Widow, I was going through it because my mom had just passed away. And my mom shocked me. Like she went to sleep and just didn't wake up. Wasn't nothing wrong with her. I think she was just tired. I wrote this book. And you know, this book, the reason it's so special to me, Queen Jean, when I kept telling her I can't write, I don't feel like writing, I don't have anything left in me, and I almost stopped writing. Black Widow probably never would have come out. Queen was like, do something small. Just start small. And so that's what I did. And you know, I love music, as you know. I love music. So I took, and I was laying in my misery because I was in my feelings. And I would just lay and listen to music. And I had tapped off of your show. I wasn't on anything. Every now and again, I would pop off because Queen was like, "Let's just pop on for a second." So I would just listen to music and never like songs that are gonna make you happy. Just like miserable songs. But it got I said, the way I started Black Widow was off of a song. So I just went, as a song came on that I was listening to, I was like, oh, that would make a good story. But I didn't have in me, as you see, my books are not small. These are, I think this one was 60,000 words, and this one I think is 78 or something like that. So I write a lot of words. I give you a real story. So I didn't have it in me to write like that. So I said, I'll write some short stories to see if I just had anything left in me. So I took songs that I was listening to that caught me, and I just started writing short stories. So this book is honestly because of Queen Jean. In all actuality, if it wasn't for her, this book never would have came out.
Shout out to Queen Jean.
Yeah, and I give credit where credit is due. She really got me. She reminds me so much of my mom, because when I wrote Love Child, my mom was like, "Get up and do something." She was like, "Get up and do something," and that's why this book came to fruition. And I just like in the table of contents, you have "As We Lay" by Shirley Murdoch. Well, Tupac, I had to throw some Tupac in here, so I did hit him up, and we're actually about to shoot. I'm writing a screenplay for Shoot 'Em Up to put it up on YouTube. I did "I Bet" by Sierra because I was in my feelings, but then I did "Own It," and "Own It" by LMA. I had already written that short story. I had already had it in my computer, and then Alicia Keys, "You Don't Know My Name," Janae Aiko, "Never Called Me." I love me some Janae Aiko. Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. So it's just filled with short stories, and it was just to get and then excerpts from some of my other books, but it was just to get my feet wet again so that I can and then I edited I went back and edited Black Widow 1, and then I sent it out to an editor. But it's the reason that I just, and that's my niece on the cover, if you could see it. She's so adorable. And I made that cover also. But yeah, I had to really fight to get back into the writing world again. And I give all praise. I give all praise to the Most High, and then I have to credit Queen Jean, because I don't think I'd have started writing again. I started writing the first time because of my mom, and then I started writing again because Queen Jean kept kicking me and telling me to get up. So yeah, so that's this one, and this is a real special book to me, and I'm not gonna start crying.
Please don't. No. Please no. We're not doing that tonight. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah. So and it's a really quick read. It's crazy because I sent it to Conejo, and he sat and read it.
Shout out to my boy Conejo.
Yeah, he sat and read it. He was like, "Man, each story went by so fast." But it's a great read. It's a quick read. If you just want to, and I put it out there, it's a piece of me to really get to know me and my writing style. And it got people to, start ordering other books. Like, oh, okay. My characters are real quick. Wow. I really had fun writing it. So, and I love music. So each short story has something to do with a song.
It's happy tears.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't know if you want to throw up another video before we get into Instagram Queens.
Okay, what we got? I'll just throw one up. I'll just throw one out there.
Can ignore how you walk into her room and still give me chill. Do you really care? Hey, when I look into your eyes, I'm under your love spell. I've been thinking a lot about it. Let's just get away where we belong. All the money in the world can't buy your love, 'cause
Wait, that was like kind of sexy right there. That was kind of fly right there. I like that one. Yeah, that was kind of fly right there. Yeah.
And those are my spoiler alerts that are coming back. I stopped doing them because I just got so and they were doing so good on YouTube. I have my own YouTube channel, and I come in and I do spoiler alerts, which I come in. That one is Instagram Queens. I come in and I talk about my book, and I go chapter by chapter sometimes, and they're really funny because I put up little memes, and it just tells you about my books, and those are coming back because, like I was saying, 2023. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I make monthly resolutions, but 2023, that's why I dropped this book before the year was over.
Hold on, small plug. 2023, 2022, the last day, whatever. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna have a get down right here, right?
Tomorrow,
New Year's Eve party tomorrow night. So people tune in if you're at home. You know what I mean? If you're not out, if you're at home,
stay home. It's been somebody just got killed yesterday up on Avalon and Century. Stay home. People are crazy right now. And then people shoot guns in the air. What goes up comes down. Right up the street. Police were right over here. Yesterday. Oh, they doing the most. They doing the most. So stay home and hang out with us. We're gonna be partying. So yeah. So
there you go.
There you go. That's our plug. Stay home with us.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back to. That's why I dropped that. I'm going back to my sneak peeks, and then and my book reviews. Like my book reviews were really like I like to read independent authors, and then they're really appreciating it. The authors, it was a bad book, I wouldn't review it. I don't do anything lower than 4 stars. I wouldn't put your book up there because I don't like to hate on anybody. So that's gonna be popping back. I'm getting my YouTube channel back going. I'm waiting for Eric to come home.
Stop it. Leave Eric alone. Stop it.
Maybe I need to just start recording my videos by myself.
Yeah, leave Eric alone.
He'll be home soon.
He'll be home soon.
So, right. But those will be up. I'm gonna start dropping those once a week again. So start looking for those. The Dede Hairston 100 is my YouTube channel. So, and there's 2. So if you see one, somebody hacked the first one. If you see one with no videos, that's the old one. Go to the other one. So Instagram Queens. I love Instagram Queens. You see there's three books. They're really quick reads. Each book is a quick read. Some people call these novels now. This is another, it starts off there at a white party. The twins, the twins are Instagram Queens. They, of course, identical twins. They didn't quite hit start. They make a joke that Tia and Tamara stole their stardom. So, but they start off. They like making little commercials when they're little kids. But they, Malik and them have been friends. His name is Malik too, girl. You need to start picking better names.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, his name is Miko.
Oh, no, I want to give a small plug because she said something about the Vegas and Sunday game, right? Raiders, I know our season is, whatever, but we play the Chiefs in a week, and I'm gonna be there too. So we play the Chiefs, right? It's going up. Everyone I know a few people is gonna be there, so we'll meet at the Raiders game in about a week, right? When we play the Chiefs, even though we may not make the playoffs, we're gonna whoop the Chiefs that day.
Why?
I ain't gonna win this year. Last year I went. It was all bad, and it was a gang. I was like, the Chiefs were deep in that month. I was like, wow.
They're always deep. Why do the Chiefs show up deep everywhere?
And I was getting mad. I'm like, I'm seeing Chiefs shit everywhere. I'm like, even in the city, they was like everywhere. I'm like,
everywhere. The Rams game was so full of Chiefs fans. I was like, is this a Rams game or a Chiefs game?
We coming to see the Chiefs, though.
I got a Chiefs helmet sitting right over there. I wish I could get up and go. I should have had it. I'm going to have it tomorrow.
And we got a new quarterback.
Who?
Nah, I don't. We'll see. But we bench Carr. Carr is like, so we're gonna try something new.
Okay. I never say that we're gonna win until after the game because I never wanted to say we're gonna win and we lose. So I just say I'll wait till the game. So, but
Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Wow. They said, shout out to the Cowboys though. They doing good, but Super Bowl is a stretch. They
are doing better than usual. But...
They're doing real good, but the Super Bowl is a slight stretch, Nay. Okay, sorry, baby, not that. I don't think this year. You know what I mean? Maybe, but no. But
I know some Cowboy fans, so I'm not gonna say nothing. And the husband is a Ray, and he constantly did it.
Monday football. Oh, Monday Night Football, Buffalo versus Cincinnati. That's going to be a real good game because both of those teams are good. Shout out to Buffalo, and I know Big D is a Cincinnati fan. Cincinnati is doing good too, but
The show me state.
but they're going to come up short. Sorry, buddy.
I never say anything if my Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs is a Missouri thing. Show me state. Okay.
We've been in the Super Bowl twice. So, and we hadn't been there since the second Super Bowl ever. We went the second Super Bowl, and then we ain't been there too. I'm just, if we win,
Steven.
we win.
I got you.
Cowboys going on vacation.
Cowboys going on vacation. Nah, but I gotta give props though, regardless. However, the Cowboys season and they did real good this year. Like they really they're like 100% improvement from what they've been. You know what I mean? So either way, Cowboys had a good year.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know,
because I remember when Kansas City used to be, they make it to the playoffs and be one and done. Like one game,
talk about it.
They was done.
Yeah. Tuesday we're coming back, right? Let's talk about it. Tuesday.
Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, we lost track.
We get into football, and you know I'm about to go way into left field.
Hey, but the Chiefs game will be there. Let's go, Dede. Where we at?
Yeah, I'll be watching on TV. Hey, maybe they'll put the camera on you. I'm gonna text you like you would. You text me just as I thought we were gonna lose,
and then they fucking lost. Then they won. I was like, oh, I almost want to retract my text, but I couldn't. It was too late.
We were gonna lose also, and we had the guys behind us.
I was talking shit.
Trash, and then I was like, and then that's why I recorded me and my son. And my son was talking about their quarterback's gonna come through. Me and my son are a hot mess when we're together. Westside Judah.
Yeah.
You get the
yes, that's your son. He got like season tickets. He's always at the Chargers game.
Sunday, yeah.
He got season tickets off.
And every time he goes to the game, like 90% of the time, he wears his Kaepernick jersey, and everybody be looking at him like Kaepernick don't even play. He's like, I'm still, because Kaepernick left us hanging with. We all supported Kaepernick. We're not watching football, and then Kaepernick like signed his little money and didn't say nothing. Like, can we watch football again? You left us hanging. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Wow.
I was like, we start watching football again because Cap, you didn't say, okay, watch football. We all stood by you like, we're down for Cap. And then nothing, like say something. Like, watch football, don't watch football. The first time I watched football again was when my Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl. I was like, okay, Cap, love you, but I'm about to watch my Chiefs play the Super Bowl. And we won. So
right.
But he did kind of leave us hanging. So not
that's
everybody.
That's a whole other thing right there. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I told you start talking football. Hey.
Right.
My dog is roaming. Little Snoop Dogg is roaming. Oh, okay. Instagram queens.
Instagram queens. They are twins, and I made these book covers too. I love these book covers. And this is when I was just really learning how to do things. Right.
I've gotten the videos, I'm so much better now. So, yeah, those are so dope. But this book is about two girls. They're twins. They start off making videos after they finish high school. They start off with the hip hop videos. And then their goal is to hit 1 million followers. And they do the best. They do Ciroc. They're working on the Ciroc party. They get, anything. They do openings. They are almost at 1 million followers on Instagram. And Miko is their manager. They've moved out. They got, a nice apartment downtown LA. Miko lives right across from them. And you got Dara and Cara. Cara's the sweet one, a little sneaky. Dara's the wild one. She's on TMZ. She dates football players. She's like at the top. Anyone that wants to, if it's a rapper, a football player, she's the one. Now, the funny part of the story is, I put in here, Miko was born an Israelite, is an Israelite, had no
Polo the
choice in being
Cholo.
an Israelite. What's up,
Right.
Poyo? But his dad runs a whole camp, and he kind of just wants to live a little. So his dad doesn't really disown him, but lets him go out and venture out in life. He's in love with Kara, and they're like best friends, and Kara doesn't really see it. So she keeps breaking his heart. Like, he wants to know where they are all the time because they are Instagram famous, and she keeps sneaking off. And every time she sneaks off, he finds out she's with a man. So he keeps his feelings to himself. So the book starts off, they're at a white party, when everyone is dressed in white. And Kara's boyfriend is, he is the jewelry man to everybody. He makes jewelry for everybody. If you need some custom jewelry, he's the guy. Whether you're a rapper, someone famous, anybody. If you need jewelry, he's the one you go to. So his white party gets robbed. Someone comes in and robs the white party. Says gunshots fire. One of the twins gets hit. So as you get to the end of the book, you find out which twin gets hit. Does she make it? Does she not? And then you have Miko has to ask himself. Well, I would say he's in love with Kara and infatuated with Dara. So in the book, when I say it's about faith, do you choose faith? Do you choose love, or do you choose both? So Miko has to ask himself, did I wait too long? Did I choose wrong? So he's fighting the where did I go wrong? Where did I go right? So it's a book on, like, it's really a coming of age book, and it's where do I go next? What do I do? And did I fight for love, or did I fight for faith? What did I do? So it's a really good book, and most of the time when people are reading it, they have no idea as you go through this book, because it's such a great love story. And then the twins, you really have to love their relationship because they're twins. And you get the twin bond and the twin power.
Pam says sounds like Miko is a freak.
Miko? No. No, because he never really takes it there with the girls. There's certain scenes that you see that Kara gets way too close to him, and he has to say, I gotta go home. Because he really loves her. And he's not going to... No, if you read it, Kara, Dara, and Lot, that's the steamy scenes coming. You get with, and then
maybe Miko is a freak and you just don't know it. Pam said Miko is a freak. Dede,
did she read it?
You're just in denial.
The one I sent you?
I don't know.
Don't give spoilers, Pam. Oh, I think this is the one that I sent her. But Lot also, like, Kara gets to the point where she's tired of being mistreated by Lot, and she puts him out, like, get out. He's like, I didn't think she could do this. And that's when Lot realizes, I love her, because she's like, oh no, we're not doing this anymore, get out. And he's banging on the door. It's so funny. You'll take a book, Jojo? You want a book? Let's see, what question?
Jojo said cut me in or cut it out. Shit.
And there are some steamy scenes in this one. I think I got a little too steamy in this one. I get a little steamy in Ramsay's Rising too. Some good little scenes in that one. Okay. Let me ask you. Why did I write A Piece of Me? This one. I talked about why I wrote this book. And I'll give out another book.
Okay, there it is. What is the question again? Why did you write, or what inspired you? Why did you write that book, Ramsay's Rising?
No, this is a
piece of me.
Yeah. My books are for men too.
Seduction. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Oh, I got some nice little scenes in some of my books. Some of them I don't go too far. I leave a lot to imagination, and other ones
Look at Pam trying to take all the books tonight. She book hogging tonight. She book hogging tonight.
Pam, you gotta give a book to somebody else. Pam, pick a winner, because I'm sending you a book already. So you get to
Pam is book hogging tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Queen Jean told me to start small. So Pam, give a book to somebody, because I'm sending you a book, and you gotta tell me which one you want. What? Pam is paying attention, because I'm Pamela Denise, so we share a name. As as Pamela picks a winner, because I'm gonna, and Pam, I think I sent you a t-shirt already last time, right? If I didn't send you a t-shirt, Pam, I'll send you a book and a t-shirt.
And we'll go to another video. People will be right back after these messages.
Yeah. It's the return of the G. Yeah, that's the 7th letter. I'm the gasoline and fire when you mix them both.
Hey, I done had it hard, my nigga, my life out. Plotting on $1 million in the trenches with a thug. Regardless what I'm having, I feel like it ain't enough. Gotta hold it down, you know they hate to see itself. I done had it hard, my nigga, my life out. Plotting on $1 million in the trenches with a thug. Regardless what I'm having, I feel like it ain't enough. Gotta hold it down, you know they hate to see itself. Hey.
Bitch, I go get it up. Fuck all that sitting up. Professing finesse and said he 380 can't get enough. Hop out the Tesla and do my dirt in the bucket. She got a player for pimping long as it's chicken I'm touching. Bitch, you better not do no tucking. I get the bustin' for ducks. Running gun like the ruckus. Cooking you suckers for supper. Slide with that sickle up. Shady 3 times crack. Raw just like they dope the knocks used to smoke in the apes. Hey, stay down for the crown, but I came up hard. Better run it up today, you ain't promised tomorrow.
There it is.
Man,
Dede Hairston.
there's a scene in Ramsay's Rising where everybody always thinks that Rude is really quiet, and like Rude is not dangerous. And there's a scene that they're in a trap
She
house.
said, I'm book hogging. I want my rewards. Shit. God
I
damn
told
it.
you, sweetheart, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt.
Damn. She is
I'm gonna
not
send
having
you a
it.
book and a t-shirt. So you're gonna get 2 gifts. But I want to
She is
give
not having it.
Jojo, I'm gonna send you a book. Jojo, what book do you want? So Pamela, you're gonna get a book and a t-shirt, and Jojo, you're gonna get a book. So Jojo, tell me what book you want. There's a scene where Rude and Slim and I can't think of his name. They're in a trap house, and one of them is caught slipping, and Rude just comes around the corner, and he's like, bam, bam, and he's like, and Slim is like, where did you come from? I'm telling you, Rude is no joke. And there's also You Don't Know My Name. Rude is
You don't know my name.
He's in this book, and he's Mr. Wednesday. So I tell you, my characters pop up in other books. So Rude is a cold piece. I think I'm gonna do a spinoff with Rude. I really like him, and it's crazy because my sons have a friend named Rude. I was like, I even put you in my book, and even Payback. We just lost Payback. He got killed. Got his whole, that's like the little homie. Got his life together. Moved to Vegas. He's working. Got killed in a car accident last month. I was like, he's in my book. I do use people's names. Payback is in my book. So I was like, wow. But Rude, that's, I always use people's street names in my books. So the last book, like I said, these 2 I don't have. I just got a book cover for this one. I didn't make this, someone made it for me. So I am going to get this one back on Instagram because I just got this one back. Love Child, great series. When I get it back, I will put it up on, Instagram, Amazon. But this little book is really an amazing book that I wrote. It's called Political Porn, When Is Enough Enough?
Yeah.
And I thought last time I talked about this book, I said
that was pretty
63.
popular too, huh?
It went to 36 on Amazon. And for a little chocolate girl or caramel, I think I'm caramel, a little caramel girl like me, to have a nonfiction book hit 63 in this world. And it's it was when Biden and Trump and Kamala were running for they're in the presidential run. I really wanted to break down who they were because a lot of people didn't know much about Biden except for he was Obama's vice president. And Trump,
we still don't know much about him. But now that's another story. Go ahead.
Unless you read this book,
go ahead. And I'm just talking shit. Go ahead.
I just say don't run for president again, please. And then Trump, it really talked about Trump. It was and a lot of people, I broke it down. I always tell people my daddy was a Republican. My grandparents were Republicans. Trump was a Democrat. A lot of people don't realize Trump was a Democrat until Obama became president. Then he switched over to being a Republican. And somebody was reading this book and they said, I didn't know that. It's a lot of things we don't know. Because all we do is we read, we watch TV and we don't read. So I was really proud of myself with this book that it did so well. And then if you go on my YouTube channel, I break down the book for you chapter by chapter. So that's on my Instagram. But the one thing that I always tell people, I had to go back on this book because I stumbled while I was researching this book. Everyone says, oh, Trump is this and Trump is that and Trump is this and Trump is that. I had to add chapter 14 to this book. Oh, trust me, I killed Kamala in this book. I don't know why she's vice president. I'm sorry, I didn't say that, YouTube. And Biden as well. This book was not to downgrade anybody, just to let you know who these people were. But I had to go back and add chapter 14 because I stumbled across this while researching these people. And chapter 14, it says rolling back civil rights. And this book would have been so much longer. All of this. While number 45 was talking in front of you and telling you how great he was to our people. Let me roll that through again. This is not even half of the civil rights he was taking away behind the scenes. You want me to do it again? That's only half. The book would have been twice as big. Let me do it again. These are your civil rights he was rolling back. And I almost didn't add it to the book because I wanted this book to be unbiased. But I said I wasn't doing my due diligence. And Amazon made me take some of them out before they would publish this book. I had to re-edit this book 5 times before Amazon put it up. Those are civil rights. So you could say he's this and he's that because of what he said in front of you. But behind the scenes, he was rolling back his civil rights. At one point, if you went to a HBCU and you were gay, you couldn't get financial aid. So, and I'm not, and my sons aren't, but I have a nephew and a niece. So that was really sad to me. That was really kind of sad. And then urban housing, the things. I had highlighted a few things that I don't want to go into it because I'm tired of politics. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of politics. But the urban housing and the money taken away from schools for the kids, the special needs kids, that was kind of sad. And none of that you didn't hear none of that on the news. So, but I don't want to talk about politics. I was just really proud of how well this book did. And it's thick, and I did a lot of research on this book. So, and that's Dede's books. Jojo, I need you to tell me what book you want, and Pamela, I will need you to tell me which book you want, and I'm gonna send you a t-shirt. Pamela be on it. So, well, yeah. So I have a national best-selling book, and I have a nonfiction. I've only written one nonfiction that got into the 30s, so I'm kind of proud of myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There it is. So there it is. Anything else we gotta put out there? What is the latest book though that you just put out? Let's put that out there again.
That one is Black Widow 2.
There it is. Black Widow 2 out now. Fresh off the press. Dede
Fresh.
Hairston. New
I just
book,
got mine today.
Black Widow 2. Order it now. And she has the special ones going out to whoever is getting the book. You will be getting your book soon. I promise.
And Nay Love hit me. Nay hit
Nay
me
Love
up.
got hers coming.
Yeah, Nay hit me up. Pamela hit me up. And JoJo. I'm Dede _ Hairston. Wait, let me put my information in the comments. And if you don't have what is it called? Instagram? Oh, this is my book. You can always email me at
big shout out to the show from Birmingham. What up, though?
At Dede Hairston 100 at gmail.com. So this is the book, and then I'm gonna put my Instagram in here as well. I always forget to promote myself. Even on Saturdays, I forget to say, "Oh, I got a book coming out," or "Oh, go check me out on Amazon."
I'm gonna pin that right. Hold on.
So Pamela, I know you have my information. JoJo, I put my Instagram in there. If you don't have Instagram, hit me up. Let me put it in here. Dede Hairston 100 at gmail.com. And Pamela, let me know what size shirt to send you.
Yep.
This has been fun. I like talking about my characters and my books. I live vicariously through them.
That's what's up. Dede Hairston, y'all. Go check her out. All the links are right there. Go check them out. Get all the books. Get caught up to the new one, Black Widow 2, out now everywhere. Check Dede out on Saturdays. Conversations in the Hookah Lounge 2023. They got new shit coming. You know what I mean? Check us out tomorrow night. We'll be live for New Year's Eve. Man, everyone that's staying home tomorrow night, where it's safe at, tap in with us. We're gonna have a live virtual party. Everyone will have fun. We're gonna toast, kick it, play good music, and just have a great time. So tune in with us tomorrow night. Please, 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 please tell a hater to tell a player. Dede Hairston, the author, publisher, producer extraordinaire. She did it.
And publisher. If you know, I'm looking for someone that writes young adult books. So you know so. Excuse that writes young adult fiction, please let me know, because that is such a hot market right now. So I can't get down on that level. So
there it is. Dede Hairston, y'all. There it is. We're out of here. Check us out tomorrow night, and then every Sunday night for Oldies Rule Forever with G-Lew and the beautiful Nay Love, the queen of oldies. We make your Sunday worthwhile. So please tune in. But don't forget, shout out to Nay Love, and don't forget tomorrow night though. We're gonna have a New Year's Eve party right here. Tune in. Everyone be safe. Much love. Buenos noches. We love you all. Peace and love. We're out of here.